Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the Red Sox Racing Series, live from Long Beach, California. You see the LMP2 cars out on track right now. Qualifying has just begun for the LMP2 cars. Should be fun, should be interesting race here. Join with me in the booth once again, Todd Chase Jr. No Joe Burchett, because he's a liar. He was supposed to be here this week, and unfortunately has to work. But Todd, welcome to Long Beach. I know this is your first time here. First impressions of the racetrack.
Yeah, okay.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Todd, first time here. What's your first impressions of the racetrack?
Well, don't know much about it.
Yeah.
So.
Looks good, though, I will say. They just actually, I think, when did this track come out? Do you remember? Like, they just finished it. It's been out for a long time, but they just actually finished it here on iRacing, the updated version. Was it the last build or something like that? I can't remember.
Something like that, I think it was, yeah.
But, yeah, it's going to make things very fun here. I actually love this track. It's actually a fun place to race on, I think. It should be a fun race. I don't know. It's going to be tough to pass, and we'll have to wait and see. Do got a track preview. James Prostell Jr. made a track preview for us, which is awesome. He did a really good job of it. So we're going to hop over to that here in just a moment and talk about that. Todd, let's go ahead and get picks for tonight as qualifying continues here for the LMP2 cars. Who do you got in LMP2 getting the win tonight?
Well, I think I'm going to go with Cameron Bidwell.
You ain't going to go with Derek this week?
That's
probably a good pick.
No. He ain't going to last long. I'll just tell you that.
I think he even said that too.
Yeah.
Cameron Bidwell, you said?
Yes, sir.
Good pick. I'm actually going to go with I'm going to go with Dave Hill, I think, in the 13.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. GTE, who do you got picked?
Well, I got to go with Mitch Heller. He was having a good run last week. Unfortunately, made a mistake. Did bounce back to a third place finish, but I'm hoping he can get a decent finish tonight.
I'm going to go with somebody different. I'm going to go with Chris Jimenez in the 72, currently third right now. All right, GTD, who do you got?
Well, I think... let's see here. I think I'm going to go with Trent Brown.
Good pick. I think I'm going to go with, you know what, I went with Kopker last week, I think. I'm going to go with LaRose. Or did I go with LaRose last week or Kopker? Do you remember?
I think you went with LaRose last week.
I'll go with Kopker this weekend. All right, time for our race preview. You guys enjoy.
Round 4, Long Beach. Welcome to the Long Beach Grand Prix. Born against long odds in 1976, the Long Beach Grand Prix is North America's premier street race. The debut event featured Formula 5000 cars in a race won by Brian Redman, and the following year, Clay Regazzoni captured the inaugural U.S. Grand Prix, and in 1977, Mario Andretti passed Jody Scheckter in the closing laps to become the first American to win a Formula One race on home ground. Andretti's popular victory put the race on firm financial footing and set in motion the rebirth of Long Beach, which morphed from a down-on-its-heels port city to a thriving modern city and tourist destination. The resulting building boom necessitated ongoing changes to the track layout, finally setting on the current 1.96-mile, 11-turn circuit. To be sure, the changes weren't limited to the track and its environs. The Long Beach GP changed gears in 1984, bringing the homegrown Indy cars to town as the featured attraction. The event hardly missed a beat, as the names of Unser, Zanardi, Montoya, Franchitti, Power, Conway, and Dixon joined the likes of Regazzoni, Andretti, Villeneuve, Piquet, and Lauda on the illustrious list of Long Beach winners. What's more, the event grew to include IMSA and SCCA Pro Sports Car Racing Series, along with the ever-popular Toyota Celebrity Race in which Hollywood's famous, and near famous, exchange Armani and Gucci for Simpson and Bell. F1 or IndyCar, world-class driver or movie star, the Long Beach Grand Prix circuit is as testing as they come, with very hard walls eagerly awaiting the slightest mistake. The last time the Red Sox Racing League found themselves on Shoreline Drive, Cameron Bidwell captured the P2 and overall checkered flag in the number 56 P217, with Colin Weatherhope doing the same in GTE in his Ferrari 488 GTE, and Chris Baumgartner taking the GTD honors in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo, completing yet another clean sweep for the PG-13 team. What will this season's event bring? The best way to find out is to check out Trackside Racing Network's coverage of Race 4 at Long Beach on Thursday, April 8th. TRN's Adam Chapman is back in the booth to give you the insight and play-by-play from start to finish, starting at 8:50 p.m. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook.
Bubba
Ooh,
Burgers.
Bubba.
Oh, Bubba Burgers. All right, welcome back here at Trackside Racing Network. Adam Chap, Todd Chase with you. Talking about Bubba Burgers, because I didn't realize that there's actually a sponsor. Right there they are. I didn't realize there was a sponsor of this track. We was actually talking about this track. This track, 11 turns, 1.96 miles. Todd, what turn are you watching tonight?
Well, tonight I'm going to be watching turn 11, which is going to be the tighter hairpin corner.
Yep.
I've noticed some of these guys have had a hard time getting into that corner. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, the turn I'm really interested in, turn 2 and 3. It's more the fountain turn. That's what I'm going to call it because there's basically a roundabout, but it looks like a fountain. There's a fountain there. Honestly, it just looks cool, and I really like it. That's the only reason I'm watching it. But I will say you're going to see really high rate of speeds after turn 11 down into turn 1 and after turn 8 into 9 because that is a long, I'm going to call it the backstretch that we would call it. But it's a very, basically just straight shot. I mean, it's basically like a drag strip. That's how straight it is. So we'll have to wait and see. Right now, the LMP2 cars, that is a good passing opportunity, though, for drivers is some straightaways, especially LMP2 cars, because one thing I was really watching here in qualifying was with the LMP2 who's out there right now, they're not much faster than these GTEs. I actually thought they'd be way faster, even with their top guy, with Colin Weatherholt, who's putting on a great lap of 111. I mean, he's the only one in a 111. He's only 5 seconds faster, though, than, Mitch Heller. So, yeah, we're going to run into him because the track ain't very big. It's only, 2 miles long pretty much. We're definitely going to run into traffic, but I don't think it's going to be as much as what we've seen at other tracks,
I don't think so either.
Let's see. Qualified pretty much wrapping up here. Rod Robertson out on track right now. We can check on him. Never mind. He lied. There's Mark Wilson. I think he just shut the car off as well. Everybody's pretty much shutting the car off. Dave Hill finishing up his lap in that number 13. Here for the Red Sox Racing Series. Very much looking forward to tonight's race. Next week, things get really fun, Todd. And I don't know if they're going to be in the booth. I don't know because we don't know Joe's schedule yet.
Well,
But Watkins Glen's going to be fun.
yeah, man. I'm really excited about that race. Be interesting to see if Joe becomes another liar again and I may be in the booth. But we'll see what happens.
Oh, God. You heard that, Burchett. You heard that, liar. Oh man, that's funny. I'm gonna flip that one. Man, that's good. So let me ask you this, Todd. When it comes to road courses, I'm sure Watkins Glen is probably one of your top road courses.
Yeah, I mean, I don't run the boot very often, but when I do, it's with the Indy cars, and
It's fun.
I know it's fun, but I know in that section I usually have the most troubles on that track. So.
LMP2 cars are going to be moving around that place.
Yes, they
That
will.
is a very fast racetrack. I mean, even GTEs and stuff like that go pretty quick around there. So these LMP2 cars are going to they're quick. So all right, qualifying's over. Weatherholt, Heller, and Gibson, your top qualifiers in each respective class. Hope everybody's ready for this. It should be fun. Looking forward to it here on Trackside Racing Network. We do have a couple days off after tonight's race. We'll be back on Sunday from Pocono for the ASL series. Looking forward to Pocono. Myself will be in the booth. I'll be in the booth by myself. And then back here on Wednesday again, myself and most likely Derek Pemberton once again with me in the booth for that. That was a fun race we had last night. Not so much
No, it
Todd,
wasn't.
but we had a fun race. Had fun race a lot.
I'm already looking forward to Dover next Wednesday.
We're ready to go to a real track instead of that short track stuff on
Yes.
tracks. There we go, though. Cars lining up. Good looking field here tonight. We actually got a lot of cars. I think we got like 30 cars in
Yeah.
here, so quite a few cars actually in this field here tonight. 28 laps. Race estimated, of course, right at around 30 minutes. And where are we actually lining up at? This is not the straightaway or the front stretch. So I think
it's the short little back
I think
stretch.
so too. I think this is pretty much going to turn 11. I think so. This is going to be a really quick start, Todd. Cold tires at a very tough place and a quick start. You definitely got to watch out for this start for this race.
Yeah, because if you really don't, man, it's going to get crazy really fast.
Yeah, cold tires never match well. What is the track temp? Do you know? I usually have it. I can't. I need to put that in this overlay, but
So, weather. Let's see here. The track temp is 88 degrees.
so it ain't bad. Okay.
It's not bad,
Yeah.
but it's still
cold
hot
tires.
enough to wear with these cold. Yeah.
So we are waiting on a couple more people to grid up. I don't know if they're actually here. Matthew's here. I'm waiting to see if Jason pops in or not. Either way, man, I'm really looking forward to this race. It's going to be very fun for us to go here, which we should be about ready. There we go. So we are getting single file. That was one of the things that was talked about here tonight. Single file start. Because
which is
hot this track is.
Yeah, which is really different compared to weeks before.
Yeah, I guess where it's so tough. And there you see turn 11. I believe that was turn 11 right there. They just went through.
Yes, it was.
Yep, so there we go. Green flag set to wave here. Ready to get this one underway here for Red Sox Racing Series. We wait. Green flag out of there. LMP2's underway. Immediately following this, we'll jump back to GTE. We'll watch these guys for just a moment. GTE is underway. We'll watch Mitch Heller lead us down into turn number 1. And then we'll jump back here momentarily real quick.
So far, so good for the LMP2s.
jump back here really quick as the GTDs get underway with Paul Gibson, Mikhail Kopker, and Alex LaRose and the rest of the field behind them as we'll watch them head down into the first couple quarters. Turn one. Here's the turn 2 and 3 that I was talking about. See that fountain right there. Now we'll jump back up to LMP2s. Battle right now, pretty tight up front. Top 3 spots, all within reach of each other right now. Remember, cold tires, got to be really careful here as James Prosto Jr. has had an issue in the LMP2 car. He has went around. I bet he got some of them rumble strips. And we will see. No, he just lost it. That is cold tires. He's getting back on the gas a little bit more. And he is actually still sitting there. Can't back up right now because he's got to let these cars pass and don't want to cause an issue.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so he's going to lose a lot of spots, unfortunately, in that one. How about Terry Gall taking away second place as, actually, he may have had second place anyway. Good job for him. Battle right now for second place, LMP2, Cameron Bidwell, David Shutt. We seen Bidwell last week, Todd, at Canadian Tire. Remember, we seen him flip through the air.
Yeah, let's just hope he keeps it around on all fours this week.
You flip these cars, you're doing something wrong.
Yup.
What class are you watching right now?
I am watching the GTEs, watching Mitch Heller here stretching out his lead.
And there is Mitch Heller right there on the screen. On board with Heller. He had a devastating loss last week, though. Probably should have won that race. Unfortunately, had an issue late in that race. And that was his kryptonite last year, but they're all up to second right now. Oh, we had a moment back there. Lachlan McMillan in the 98 got a little loose out of the corner. And now he is under attack from Bill Paulucki. Paulucki actually took a peek to the inside. Wasn't able to get there just yet.
Oh. Who was that in the back there for the GTDs getting... looks like got a little wide.
Mark Kozrowski, yep.
Yep.
Good call on that one. I did not see it. Here's the 944 having issues. And actually, just snapped on him. We've seen that a couple times now. Alex LaRose has had an issue. Not sure what happened here. Here he comes through the corner. Car really unstable right there. This is what just happened to the 64. Oh, hard into the wall. And he towed. Yeah, it knocked. I was definitely a pit stop.
Derek Pemberton's got an issue.
Yep, and well, Todd, you called that one.
Yep.
Derek said he was not looking forward to this race, but here's what happened. So this is like the 7th time I've seen him do this tonight. He has missed a corner. He's getting carrying too much speed. You see, he actually didn't hit the wall, which is good. But you see him go back around Mitch Heller right there. But tough break right there. But good thing he did not hit the wall. David Shutt, you fastest lap. Everybody right now in the field. That was a 1:12.456. So good lap there for the 10 car. Right now, I will say we had 30 drivers actually in this race. We are down to 26. So they are dropping a little bit here. GTDs back here going through turn 11. David Berry, 4th right now, trying to run down Trent Brown, Todd's pick tonight, who's up in P3.
Good start for him so far.
Yeah, not a bad. I like that paint scheme he's got. It definitely pops out actually.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest though. I think these GTDs and GTEs, I like the front of his car. I think these cars, I'm gonna be honest, I think they look better than NASCAR paints. Just the way they
Most
look.
of the time they do, yeah.
Just the way they look. I mean, you don't have sponsors scattered all over them.
Right.
I love the way that these paints work. They look like a regular car, what they should look like. Up front, David Shutt still trying to run down Weatherholt. Weatherholt put down a pretty good lap last time, but Shutt right now Trying to get a little bit of that toe down these straightaways heading into the corner. Right now about 7/10 or so back and closing in as they get ready to work through the back stretch here momentarily. And into coming up to turn 11, I do believe here in just a second. I may be wrong. I don't even know where we are on the track. Yeah, coming into turn 11. Here we go. I know where we are, Todd. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you at all. Not many battles throughout the field right now. Everybody's kind of spaced out.
Yeah. We got some, like, within a few tenths of each other, but for the most part, like you said, everybody's somewhat spaced out. Really, the closest one we really got is, honestly, first and second, and the LMP2 cars. And we got a lap car right here, Tom. This is going to be good. Got our first lap car right there. You're going to see David Shutt going to have a little bit better exit. Definitely going to have an opportunity.
You get the pass.
It's just, when can you try to set up a pass? We talked about it in the pre-race. It's going to be tough to make a pass here. Maybe the straightaway like we're seeing now, maybe get a little bit of a coach on that would be my guess. Wasn't able to really close in much there, but let's see what he does here through the final couple corners. Haven't spoke about the points, but I will right now. Once I find them. David Shutt currently leading the points over here in the LMP2 cars, currently running second, with Colin Weatherholt actually third, so he's much needed points if he can hold on to win this one. Cameron Bidwell second right now. Mitch Heller leads the points over in the GTE. That is a lot closer battle than I thought. Heller only 11 points, but then Terry Dahl, so Terry looking pretty strong here in the points. And of course over in GTD, Paul Gibson has a very top points race as well with Nikhil Kopker first and second, and only 11-point difference separating them two.
Still kind of looking through the field. Looks like everybody's still kind of spaced out.
Only real battle really is the issue. Derek Pemberton has, I think he just spun is what happened. Yeah, got up on that rumble strip and just went around. He is rolling hill once again though.
I'm surprised many of these rumble strips haven't really messed with these drivers yet today.
Yeah,
other than Derek.
Yeah, other than Derek, and honestly, I've noticed one of the things I really noticed compared to what Derek just did was I just seen Weatherholt get up on one, but they're not getting really super aggressive on the rumble strips. And honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest, and I don't mean this with disrespect to Derek on other road courses. I feel like this would be a good road course for him. I know he races a lot of street courses on like the IndyCar side of things. Maybe not on iRacing. Trust me, Derek might not be great on iRacing in certain road tracks. I do want to point that out. But he's actually not bad on other simulators on road tracks. So he does got a lot of learning still left to do. But so I was like, well, it's debatable.
You really want to call them simulators?
You got a point. Got a point. Semi-simulator.
There you go.
Semi. Like, I don't want to give it too much credit. I can't lie though. He kicked my hind in IndyCars. Like on the what's that IndyCar semi-simulator?
Yeah.
F1, I think is what it's called.
F1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Like, he mopped the floor with him.
Up front, Colin Weatherholt still holding his lead, and in fact, he actually extended. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. I'm gonna be honest. We got a small battle back here, maybe with Lachlan McMillan and Bill Paul Lucky, but everything, like you said, honestly has spaced out. Like this is, I don't think I really expected to space out this much.
I didn't think so either. I thought we were going to see some tight battles
Yeah.
for longer than
Yeah.
expected.
For as short as this track actually is, I mean, it's only, right at 2 miles. Christopher Jimenez actually almost had a half spin there. He actually trying to hold on to third now as Lachlan tries to close in, and Paul Lucky tries to close in as well. But this is really our closest battle right here is for third in GTD. And there's a dive, I don't want to call it a dive bomb, but a late move for Lachlan McMillan trying to get to the inside and wasn't able to get there.
10 laps down, working close to being halfway. Adam, when do you really start thinking about pitting on this track?
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. Because last week, and what track was we at last week? Do you remember? I know what it is, but I can't remember.
Canadian Tire.
Canadian Tire. Last week they went, or Canadian Tire, they went a lot longer than I expected. So I don't want to say lap 14. I actually want to go up to lap 18 or so, maybe even 20.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I don't think we're going to see these guys pit super early in this one. The track's a lot shorter, so I feel like you could go a little bit longer. Good battle right now, though, by the way, with Christopher Jimenez and Lachlan and Bill Lucky. They've kind of been near each other, so I'll just keep watching them for right now. But
Yeah, I'm still kind of watching these LMP2s, watching whether he'll get through the lap traffic here. He's caught some in some good. He's caught some in some good spots, but some in not so good spots.
Sean Wingate over on YouTube, so let's go Mitch Heller. Mitch right now currently in the lead, and about 11 seconds actually in GTE. I don't think we're surprised by that. Mitch has had a great season so far.
The few weeks that I've broadcasted with you, it seems like he's had huge leads,
Yeah.
and then
Unfortunately, something happened.
Exactly. So I'm hoping that does not happen this week.
Yeah, because that's what we talked about last week. I mean, if you remember, we was talking about him, how good of a race he was having. He was dominant, man, last week. He didn't have that issue once or twice. It was wild. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I don't want to talk about unlucky, but it was a lot of unlucky stuff that happened. It's happened
Right.
a few times with him. So hopefully he's able to put it together here, though. Because he's got a couple wins this season, if I'm not mistaken. He's got a few multiple wins. I think he won like, what week is it?
He won Monza.
He won Monza. I think he won Nürburgring as well. Yeah, he did win that one. And Canadian Tires where he had the issue. Yeah,
Still finished third.
yeah. I'm ready for walking through. I can't go ahead and say this though. There was an update in the schedule. They actually did switch races 6 and 7. They moved it, basically flip-flopped them. Barcelona has moved up to race 6 and Road Atlanta race 7 because they're trying to match the real IMSA schedule. That basically helps these guys a little bit race practice and stuff in that series. So. A lot of traffic right here though for Colin Weatherholt and David Shutt as they start lapping some cars. This is Bill Paul Lucky that they're putting a lap down right now, 4th in class GTD or E. So that's something we're going to kind of keep an eye on. So yeah, Todd, we was pretty much right. By the way, Lachlan McMillan on pit road, but we was pretty much right. If we think about it, we said that they wouldn't catch them very quick. They may only catch these cars one time this race.
Right.
I mean, we're on lap 14 now.
Yep.
Terry Dahl locked those stuff as well. Actually, wait, what happened here? Because did he have an issue? No, okay, never mind. Seen smoke coming out a few moments ago. I think that's from Terry Dawes' car. I don't know if he locked the brakes up.
I'm investigating right now.
Todd will let us know.
Don't look like he's had an issue, so
Imagine this race, Todd, under the lights, though, with no lights on
that
the
would
track.
be pretty cool.
That'd be fun to watch at nighttime. So here you go, David Weatherholt, or Colin Weatherholt and David Shutt battling out. Terry Dawg going to give way to the LMP2 cars. Let them have that inside line. We'll see what happens here in the turns 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, right there, Weatherholt caught a lap car in the wrong spot. It's still out. Uh-oh. What just happened? We got somebody actually hit the wall. Mark Kudrowski hits the wall. He actually had a toe from that. So here you go. David Shutt right on the back bumper. This
Here's
is
your
LMP.
bump.
Here it is.
Oh,
He's trying to say
I thought he
hard.
was going to pull out there.
Yeah. Could make a joke about that. We're just going to keep the PG. I had to scratch my head and be like, yeah, better not. Better not say nothing.
Moving on.
Moving on, because you know I'll say it if we don't.
Yep. Still watching this battle right now. David Shutt's kind of closed in again.
Yeah, I mean, man, this is good little to watch here. It's good. Cameron Bidwell has actually closed in the gap, too. I've not really
seen
noticed
that.
that. Yeah, he's actually closed in quite a bit on both of these guys. So he's only 1.6 seconds back. This honestly could come down between these guys hot on pit road. Derek Perry's
Again?
again, and he's actually.
Yeah,
there.
it looks like he missed that turn.
He has had so much trouble in that turn. You see, he's sitting there. I'm actually still sitting there. He's just not rolling. Well,
Yeah.
honestly, he made it further than I thought he would.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it looks like that LMP2 is going to have a
You
different
basically-
paint on it.
Hey,
That's the,
hey, he sent me a picture. I can't say it on the broadcast, but he sent me a picture earlier, and I want to send it to you after this.
oh gosh,
I just
I'm scared.
I just want you to tell me the first thing that pops in your mind when you see it. Okay?
Oh Lord.
I'll
Okay.
send it to you after this.
Okay.
Mitch Heller may have just had a small issue. Let's see, I seen smoke locking up. Oh, okay, it was not him. It was actually the car in front of him that had the lock up, and that was actually a PG-13 car as well. Paul Gibson's still dominating. Well, I don't want to say dominating, but moving pretty good right now. Les Turner back here in 6th place. Let's give a run down through the field. Here we go. Race leader, you see right there putting, looks like Terry Dahl one lap down. So you see the race leader, Colin Weatherholt here in that LMP2 car. Weatherholt started P1, currently running P1 as well. David Shutt right behind him, trying to close that gap in that 10, Sim Racing Authority, LMP2. Dave Hill currently runs P3, trying to close this gap in. Quite a bit ways to go, but you never know what can happen. To Mr. Hill out of Canadian. Les Turner right behind him, right there in that Batman 01. Still probably one of my favorite paint schemes in here, of course. Currently running P4. Cameron Bidwell right now, P5. That very awesome looking number 5. Cameron has hit pit road, so that is why he's back in 5th right now. He actually just left pit road. So Todd that was running lap 17 now, so jump a little bit further back. There's Robert, and keep in mind that was LMP2, so yeah, it's going to be about lap 20 or so before we see GTE, I think. But there's Robert in the number 199, currently 6th place. Mark Wilson also has been on pit road in that 323 car. Looks like a little bit of damage on the foot, can't tell, but Mitch Heller currently running P1 in the GTE. He's got a pretty big lead right now with Terry Dahl, who runs P2 in the Hamburg Brewing Company Ferrari. Right now about an 18-second lead, but still a good night for Terry. James Prosto still trying to work to recover from that early spin. Is P8 right now in the LMP2 class. The walk in all-timers LMP2. Christopher Jimenez still having a pretty solid night here. P3 right now. Has yet to hit pit road. Bill Paul Lucky in the Wildcats baseball car. Once again, the Ferrari. We're in P4 in class. Derek Pemberton not been on pit road yet in that number 82 Red Bull LLP2 car. Paul Gibson, P1 in GTD. And now pretty much dominating this class right now. Got about an 8-second lead over Nikhil.
Oh, Derek Pemberton on pit road.
There you go. So Derek Pemberton is coming up pit road. Here is Keith O'Strucker, currently in P5 GTD. Done a pretty solid job. P2 and GTE, or D, I'm sorry. Nikhil right now. Lachlan McMillan GTE currently running 6th. We've seen him up here battling really good a few minutes ago. David Berry, the 74, currently running P3 and GTD as well. Chris Shield Smith in 4th. Trent Brown in P5, a little bit of damage, however. Dwayne McCarthy 7th in GTE, has been on pit road. Jim right now, back in 6th place in the BMW. Kevin Kyle and Robert Centerville round out the field. And that number 9 car's got a lot of damage in Robert's car, unfortunately. So there's your field rundown here at Long Beach. I don't know the track is at. That's at Laguna Seca.
Well, I don't think we're at Laguna Seca.
So, I will be honest with you, Todd. This is the most mixed up I've ever seen the field with all 3 classes mixed up within one another. Like, you got Mitch Heller actually in front of a couple LMP2 cars. You got some GTEs actually in front of some GTE cars. So, it is really mixed up right now. Les Turner on pit road. Bill Paul Lucky on pit road as well. So, what happened, by the way, Todd, to David Shutt? I see a 12-second...
I noticed that, too. I didn't see anything happen. I think Weatherholt just kind of...
Ain't no way.
I'm going back to see what happened.
You may have to go back quite a bit of ways, at least within the next last, like, 3 or 4 laps.
Oh. I think I seen what happened.
Uh-oh.
So it looks like he's trying to get around a lap car. And let's see. Oh, yeah, he just locked the right front up and just looped it around.
That's how he lost that big of a gap. And that, unfortunately, probably, unless something happens to Weatherholt, that could actually lock up the LMP2 race.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, did you say Derek Pemberton was on pit road one time before?
Yeah, he was.
Back on pit road again right now, and I think he's got a penalty. And I bet you already know what it is before I even check. I bet you he had an unsafe pit exit. He was having so much trouble on pit road with that. I bet you that's what it was.
I believe you're right.
What? What can you do?
At that point, I don't think there really is anything you can do.
We'll be honest though, everybody's spaced out. Not much going on. Paul Gibson trying to take third away from Trent Brown, but Trent Brown has yet to be on pit road, so you're not going to see. Of course, Paul Gibson right now third place. This should all shake up where Gibson will be the leader. He'll actually on pit road right now, so David Berry not on pit road yet, but he should be heading there. There's a change for second place. Maybe actually, hold on now. Yeah, Paul Gibson does take second away. We're waiting on David Berry to hit pit road, and the 74 car just took the lead away. So.
Still kind of watching Weatherholt to see when he comes down pit road. And here he comes.
Yep. Weatherholt on pit road. I would guess that Shutt probably going to be next. The hit pit lane. I don't think we'll see him.
Well, he stays out.
I'm actually surprised by that. We'll kind of keep an eye on Weatherholt to see. He needs, if he can get something under 40 seconds, it's a really good stop. 41's not horrible as well. Time of pit road, that is. Todd, I'm gonna be honest, man. And I call races completely honest. Like I see them, you know that. You know me. I've always been that way. This race, honestly, spaced out a lot more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
And quick. Like it didn't happen because of pit stops. You know what I mean?
No, it happened because of issues.
Yeah, it's just small things. If this one, as we watch Mitch Heller try to go on, everything's so far so good for the driver of the 45. I think I'm going to have to mute myself. And you seriously see Mitch Heller actually coming down pit road.
Again?
He has not been on pit road yet.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason that he...
Hold on. He hasn't, has he? No, this is his first stop.
Okay.
I'm about to say...
I thought for some reason that he was on before.
Yeah, I did too. I'll be honest, he had a really quick stop there. 7.9 seconds in the box, so... Gotta take a peek at something here, by the way, and there was an issue. Derek Pemberton has had an issue once again. I see him sitting on pit road. I want to back this up to see what happened. Well, I don't really know, but if we can find it or not. Oh, here.
Well, while you look at that, David Shutt's on pit road now.
There you go. I'm not sure what happened to Derek. Apparently, he got in contact with another car. I don't know. What happened? Mark Wilson. Did him and Derek have issues?
Oh no.
Because he was up further than what he is. I don't see nothing, but I don't know. What? I like a rivalry here and there.
Yeah. But these two, at some point, they just gotta either work it out or move on. I feel.
To be honest, dude, I don't think it was even on purpose. I think it was more accidental. But who knows? Who knows, Todd? But I don't know. Watch Dave Hill out front right now. Dave Hill hasn't been on pit road yet either, has he?
I don't think so.
You know, because he's actually getting ready to get passed by Colin Weatherholt, unfortunately for Dave, and there he comes on pit road.
And here he comes.
So yeah, they was a lot later on pit road, about what we expected. You did not have to pit as early as what we thought too. So.
Now, let's see how big Weatherholt's lead is.
It's going to be close, actually. To Cameron Bidwell, 1.5 seconds. David Shutt actually lost second place on pit road, it looks like.
Yeah, he fell all the way down to fourth.
Which should be third with that
Right,
lead. Should be.
right, because Dave Hill
Oh,
was
yeah,
on.
he is in third now. Mitch Hiller still out in front, Terry Dahl, by about, what was that, 18 seconds or so? And then Paul Gibson doing Paul Gibson things, leading that class.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to 3 laps to go here for Colin Weatherholt here at Long Beach. As you see the 72, Christopher Jimenez about to go the second lap down to him. And trust me, just because he's about to go 2 laps down does not mean he's slow. He's actually right now 5th in class, so not doing a horrible job by any means for Jimenez.
Now, it'll be interesting to see how this race pans out here as we get close to the end, because Colin Weatherholt, he's got a lap car in front of him, and he's got another one about 3-4 seconds ahead of him, and it looks like Bidwell has closed in on him a little.
David Shutt just had an issue as well in turn one. Turn one, he basically drifts. Oh, hard impact to the wall. That was the hardest we've seen anybody hit tonight. But yeah, what happened to Cameron Bidwell? He was down 9 seconds back.
He may have had an issue.
Yeah, he had to because I seen him. Oh, he spun in turn 1.
Yep.
Because you
And
said
that-
he was closing in. As soon as you said that, I think about when he spun. So
Yep.
That's what
It just
up for
looks like
Weatherholt,
it snapped on him.
yeah, I mean he was definitely closing up too. That's the thing. So gonna lock it up there for Weatherholt. We may have a race here for second in class GTE though. Terry Dahl has actually lost his hood, and he is trying to hold off Bill Paul Lucky for second place GTE. So this is something to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else kind of spaced out. Can Terry hold him off even with the, you can see what he's running now, but we'll see.
As much as I'd like to say I think he could,
It's going to be tough on
I
straightaway.
don't know. Yes.
I'm wondering how much that's going to slow him on the straightaway. There's no way it's healthy for the car. I mean, we're coming to 1 lap to go next time by. You do see the 21 right here behind Terry Dahl. That is overall leader Colin Weatherholt, and he's going to go around right there and put Terry 2 laps there. So these guys will be coming to the 1 to go as well. And not only that, Lachlan Millen has made a race out of this. Now 3 cars battling for that second spot.
Oh, this will be interesting.
It's the best race that we got right now. Everybody else spaced so far out. It's actually kind of crazy how far they're spaced out. So definitely. Oh, there he goes wide.
Oh.
I will be honest. I think all or both of them made a mistake. I think Lachlan actually got through that a little bit better than the rest of them. But
I think so too.
white flag out in the air here. We're still going to watch this battle right now for the second spot.
And oh, no.
Got a
Thought
white
Paul Licky
car.
was going to have a chance there.
Got this car right here in front. Could slow Terry down a little bit here.
Now, if I'm Terry, I'm yelling at that lap car.
Yeah, flash my
Get
lights
out
and
of my
everything.
way.
And you do see he's going to give way to them. Pollock trying to close in, trying to grab a second. This is big for Terry in points. That's why he does not need to give this up. There's a little space in between them right there as you see Cameron Bidwell start to work through traffic.
Yeah. Ooh.
Up front,
That could have been bad.
off the final corner, Colin Weatherholt flashes the lights. He is coming to the checkered flag. Weatherholt wins at Long Beach.
And it does look like Terry Dahl's going to
He
hold
does
off
hold
Paul
off,
Licky.
yep. I want to kill you, Todd.
Why?
I'll tell you in a minute. Paul Gibson working through the final couple corners here as well. He looks to put this race on ice. Paul Gibson off the final corner with a 21-second gap over Mikhail Kopker. He's going to win here at Long Beach as well and take home the victory. Mitch Heller working through the final corner. GTE. Heller looks for the checkered flag, and he will get the checkered flag over Terry Dahl. Mitch Heller wins GTE. And that is a wrap on tonight's race. There's your race winner. Todd, I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay.
Whew. That was a fun race, though, I'm not going to lie. As you see, Weatherholt here getting a cooldown lap. Same as Mitch Heller and Paul Gibson. All right, we will wait for interviews here to come in very shortly. Let me know in the comments who or what you thought of the race. I mean, it was a spaced out race. I'm going to be honest. That was actually way more spaced out than I thought. But all in all, it was a good race there for Colin Weatherholt. I'm kind of curious about what he thought of the start of the race, being colder tires where you start so close to the start-finish line. What's his thoughts on doing that? But overall, a good race. Him and David Shutt really had a good race going for about half of that race. But now we got Colin in here. Colin, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a copy?
Got you, Adam. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. I was sitting here talking, and one of the things I'm most curious about is when we started this race, you guys actually started, really close to turn 11. It's more like turn 10 and turn 11. So the tires are really cold. That's got to make things a little sketchy for you guys heading down, especially not so much turn 1, but turns 2 and 3 and stuff like that with colder tires.
Yeah, turn 1 is always super, super tricky on cold tires. Even when they're a lap used, they're still really sketchy. And then actually turn 5 is really scary. It's a bit of off camber, and you're breaking into some rumble strips there, trying to cut across the corner a little bit. So the first lap's definitely a little bit tricky.
For sure on that one, man. Winner LMP2 here tonight, and of course another big win. This helps you with points and stuff like that, man. You and David had a really good battle there for a long time. Before them pit stops and all that stuff started.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I was able to just keep in front of them. It's all just playing with traffic and stuff. I felt like I could kind of gap them a little bit, and then we'd catch some traffic at different times and pull apart and then come back together. But it's just really awesome to be back up here in the booth here talking to you. It's been a rocky start for P2, but really happy to be here.
Hey, man, you did a good job putting it in victory lane. Definitely a good points tonight for that. Shout out to that you want to give out tonight.
Yeah, just huge shout out to PG13. I think we went 1-2 in LMP2, and then 1 through 4 in GTDs. That's really awesome. And congrats to Mitch Heller.
For sure on that, man. Hey, good job tonight. Congrats.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we'll talk to Mitch Heller, who finished in P1 here at Long Beach. Mitch, you got a copy? Hey, hold on a minute. I forgot I had you muted. There you go. Mitch, you got me?
Yes.
Sorry,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I have everybody muted before they come in. Anyway, here at Long Beach, man, this has got to feel pretty nice because it was a little bit disappointing, I'm sure, for you last week. Coming back in here, getting a little bit revenge, helping you into points especially.
Right. Yeah, this it was an exciting race. I was pretty nervous about it. You put in some good practice, like you said, last week was tough. Once again, I think I got into the grass, made a mistake on a turn someplace. So anyways, really exciting race tonight.
Yeah, man, this is a place that I think everybody was somewhat curious on how it would work out, being it's not a lot of room, but there is some good passing opportunities here. What did you think about driving this car around this track?
I feel really comfortable in the Ferrari around this track, and I'm not sure what happened behind me. I just imagine that there must have been an incident where it allowed me to get pretty far ahead. And I'm sure once those guys were bunched up back there, it's tough to get a pass around here. There's just a couple of places to do it, and when your cars are the same power, it's tricky to do for sure.
That's for sure on that, man. And no, you just literally drove away. So either way, man, good job tonight. Definitely well deserved. another victory. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're working your way towards that championship next week, Watkins Glen. Shout outs on that you want to give out here tonight?
Yeah, to yourself and Les, Terry, for running this league, and just everybody, like usual, that gets involved with this league. It's a great time. So thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Good job tonight.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too, sir. Next
Bye.
up, we go to PG-13 driver Paul Gibson. And once again, I think, Paul, you and your team done really well tonight, man. And I think you're like Colin said, 1, 2, 3, 4 in GTD, dude. But
Yeah, that was nice.
you put a whipping on them guys. I'm not going to lie. Like, and Nikhil had a pretty good chance there for a little while. But all in all, man, you got to be pretty happy with the outcome.
Yeah, that worked out really nicely. I think I don't know. I mean, I didn't see anybody else's race, but at least from my perspective, I must have had the easiest race as far as traffic goes. Like
I did have an easy
I don't think
race.
I just cars caught me on the straightaways, and that was it. Like I didn't have hardly any trouble at all anywhere.
Yeah,
It was really strange, actually.
we was talking about how much guys got spaced out, which, the track
Yeah.
is very big. I mean, it's only a 2-mile track, but everybody spaced out pretty quickly. That's what we was talking about. But either way, man, P1 here tonight. Now, next week, we go to a track where, I hate to say it, but it's really anybody's race because everybody knows Watkins Glen.
Everybody knows Watkins Glen, and there's a big draft around there. So yeah, that can really be anyone's race for sure.
So you come in here with the points lead.
Yep.
What's the goal now for the next couple of races? Just try to consistent finish.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and change anything. Just keep the same thing going. Really work on qualifying pace and just do just enough to stay up front without making any mistakes. Because the way the points are structured, incidents really mean a lot. So if you can get that bonus point for pole and that bonus point for no incidents, you could get the same amount of points as if you finish third as someone else wins. So I just concentrate on that qualifying pace and not making mistakes in the race.
Yeah, don't change what ain't broken, man.
Yep.
First place tonight, man. Congratulations. Shout outs on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the PG-13 for sure. That was a good night in P2 and in GTD. Then also to Les and Terry for putting this on, and you for calling all the races for us every week.
For sure, man. Hey, good job tonight. Congrats.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, Todd Chase Jr. back with you here, man. Thoughts on the race? Surprised by how far we spaced out?
Yeah, I thought we spaced out very quickly there. But I gotta give a shout out to all these guys. We've seen total domination tonight by the class leaders. They didn't have very many issues through traffic, and ultimately they got the job done.
Yeah, it's going to be curious to see what happens next week when we head into Watkins Glen, a track where everybody knows it. Especially, I think everybody's Daytona because everybody's pretty quick there. I think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have some good battles there next week.
Really fast place. So, all right, that'll do it for us, guys. We'll see y'all Sunday night. Todd, anything you want to say? Anything you want to shout out?
Just gotta thank Red Sox and you for letting me do this with you.
Hey, keep doing what you're doing, buddy. We'll holler at y'all Sunday night. Take care. God bless.